an incredible panoramic view sent from the surface of the red planet, has been created using images taken by the Mars Curiosity rover. It reveals the landscape of one of our closest galactic neighbors, which has been home to the exploratory vehicle since it landed in Gale Crater in 2012. One of the onboard cameras captured 16 separate scenic images at various points on its journey along the top of the Vera Rubin Ridge, which were then stitched together to form the sweeping image. The stunning detail of the Martian landscape was taken on a ridge of elevation 327 meters, 1,073 feet. At an elevation of 327 meters, 1,073 feet, the image looks over the crater, which is about 3.8 billion years old, and covers an area 96 miles, 154 kilometers, in diameter, about the same size as Rhode Island and Connecticut combined. Most of the scene's horizon is the crater's northern rim, roughly around 1.2 miles, 2 kilometers, above the rover. Due to the incredibly thin atmosphere of the planet, a mountain that is more than 50 miles away can be seen in the background of the stunning shot. The mission has subsequently approached the southern edge of the ridge and examined several outcrop locations along the way. In a written statement, Curiosity project scientist Ashwin Vasavada said, "Even though Curiosity has been steadily climbing for 5 years, this is the first time we could look back and see the whole mission laid out below us." The space agency also released an annotated version of the panorama photo which shows notable places from the mission such as Darwin, Yellowknife Bay and Murray Buttes. Yellowknife Bay is an ancient freshwater lake environment that offered all of the basic chemical ingredients for microbial life. Farther north are the Channel and Fan of Peace Valleys, relics of the streams that carried water and sediment into the crater about 3 billion years ago. What is the Mars Curiosity rover, and what has it achieved so far? The Mars Curiosity rover was initially launched from Cape Canaveral, an American Air Force station in Florida, on November 26, 2011. After embarking on a 350 million-mile, 560 million kilometers journey, the rover touched down only 1.5 miles, 2.4 kilometers, away from the earmarked landing spot. After a successful landing on August 6, 2012, the rover has traveled about 11 miles, 18 kilometers. It was launched on the Mars Science Laboratory (MSL) spacecraft, and the rover constituted 23% of the mass of the total mission. With 80 kilograms, 180 pounds, of scientific instruments on board, the rover weighs a total of 899 kilograms, 1,982 pounds, and is powered by a plutonium fuel source. The rover is 2.9 meters, 9.5 feet, long by 2.7 meters, 8.9 feet, wide by 2.2 meters, 7.2 feet, in height. The Mars Curiosity rover was initially intended to be a 2-year mission to gather information to help answer if the planet could support life, has liquid water, study the climate and the geology of Mars, and has since been active for more than 2,000 days. The rover was initially intended to be a 2-year mission to gather information to help answer if the planet could support life, has liquid water, study the climate and the geology of Mars. Due to its success, the mission has been extended indefinitely and has now been active for over 2,000 days. The rover has several scientific instruments on board, including the Mastcam, which consists of 2 cameras and can take high-resolution images and videos in real color. So far on the journey of the car-sized robot, it has encountered an ancient stream bed where liquid water used to flow. Not long after, it also discovered that billions of years ago, a nearby area known as Yellowknife Bay was part of a lake that could have supported microbial life. Last week, the Curiosity team on Earth received copious new images from the rover through a record-setting relay by NASA's Maven orbiter, surpassing a gigabit of data during a single relay session from Mars for the first time in history. The team is preparing to resume use of Curiosity's drill for acquiring powdered rock samples to be analyzed by laboratory instruments inside the rover. This will be more than a year after the most recent of the 15 times the drill has pulled sample material from Martian rocks. Since leaving the Vera Rubin Ridge site, the rover has climbed another 85 feet, 26 meters, in elevation. In recent days, the Mastcam recorded component images for a panorama looking uphill southward toward the mission's next major destination area. That is called the clay unit, because observations from orbit detected clay minerals there. The rover team intends to put Curiosity's drill to work on Vera Rubin Ridge before proceeding to the clay unit. Resuming use of the drill requires an enterprising workaround for a mechanical problem that appeared in late 2016 and suspended its use. Ammeter within the drill that advances the bit no longer operates reliably. The workaround being evaluated thoroughly on a test rover at JPL avoids this issue by moving the whole drill forward, with bit extended by motion of the robotic arm.